In this video, we'll take a look at the lost treasures still in Egypt. The stories of Cleopatra's vast wealth and treasures have been passed down through generations. It's said she had a fortune that included gold, precious gems, and priceless artifacts. Some even claim that her collection contained ancient relics with mysterious powers. Over the years, many have tried to find her hidden treasure, but none have succeeded. So where could it be? One possibility is that the treasure was lost during the Battle of Actium in 31 BC. This naval battle was a turning point in the war between Cleopatra and Mark Antony against Octavian, who later became Emperor Augustus. It's believed that Cleopatra and Mark Antony had intended to use the treasure to fund their war efforts, but they were defeated by Octavian's fleet. Some historians speculate that these priceless goods were on board one of their ships and sank to the bottom of the sea during the battle. Another popular theory is that the treasure was buried with Cleopatra in her tomb. Ancient Egyptian rulers were often buried with their wealth, so it's not a far-fetched idea. The problem is, no one knows precisely where Cleopatra's tomb's located. Some believe it's in the vicinity of her palace in Alexandria, while others think it's hidden in a remote desert location. There have been many expeditions to find the tomb. Some archaeologists have even been digging for decades. Unfortunately, none have been successful thus far. A more recent theory suggests that Cleopatra's treasure could be hidden in the Temple of Taposiris Magna. This ancient temple, located about 45 kilometers west of Alexandria, was dedicated to the god Osiris. Archaeologists have discovered numerous artifacts and statues at the site, leading some to believe Cleopatra's treasure may be hidden within its ruins. The mystery of Cleopatra's lost treasure is a fascinating story that has captured our imaginations for centuries. While we may never know the true fate of her fortune, the search for it continues to inspire treasure hunters, archaeologists, and history buffs alike. The treasure of Alexander the Great's another popular Egyptian legend. Before we unravel the mystery of the lost treasure, let's take a quick look at who Alexander the Great was. Born in 356 BC in Macedonia, Alexander was a king and military leader who conquered a vast empire stretching from Greece to India. He was known for his brilliant strategies and fearless leadership, which allowed him to create one of the largest empires in the ancient world. Now, this story begins in 333 BC, when Alexander's army faced the mighty Persian Empire, led by King Darius III in the Battle of Issus. It was a fierce and bloody battle, but ultimately, the brilliant tactics of Alexander led to a crushing defeat for the Persians. As the Persians fled from the battlefield, they left behind a vast treasure, including gold, silver, and precious gems, all of which were the spoils of their conquests. Alexander's army quickly took possession of this immense fortune, which was said to be enough to fund his military campaigns for years to come. However, the exact location of this treasure has been shrouded in mystery ever since. Some historians believe that Alexander distributed the wealth among his soldiers and used it to finance his future campaigns, while others speculate that he hid it away in a secret location, never to be found. One theory suggests that the treasure was buried in the ancient Egyptian city of Babylon, the capital of Alexander's empire. Babylon was a city of great wealth and splendor, with its famous hanging gardens and the Tower of Babel. Experts believe that Alexander planned to make Babylon the center of his empire, and as such, it would have been a fitting place to hide his treasure. Another theory points to the location of Amphipolis in Greece. In 2014, a massive tomb was discovered in the area, which some believe could be the final resting place of Alexander the Great and his treasure. However, further excavations concluded that the tomb belonged to a different high-ranking individual, and the search for the treasure continues. Egypt's hidden treasure isn't just limited to ancient pharaohs and rulers. The Lost Ark of the Covenant has captivated treasure hunters since ancient times. This legendary artifact said to have been the chest that held the 10 Commandments that Moses brought down from Mount Sinai. According to the legend, the Ark was taken from the temple in Jerusalem and brought to Egypt, where it was hidden in a secret location. The Ark of the Covenant was a wooden treasure chest, covered in pure gold, containing stone tablets inscribed with the 10 Commandments. But this was no ordinary chest, for it represented the very presence of God. With its intricate design and powerful symbolism, the Ark was inspired by the Egyptian tradition of sacred chests used to transport divine images in religious processions. As the Israelites wandered through the desert, the Ark went before them, guiding their steps and striking fear into the hearts of their enemies. Its divine power was such that when the Philistines captured the Ark, calamity befell them, forcing them to return it to the Israelites. The Ark eventually found its resting place in the Holy of Holies, within Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem, where it remained until the Babylonian conquest. At this point, the tale takes a turn towards the enigmatic. The Ark vanished during the destruction of the temple in 586 BCE, leaving behind a trail of legends and theories as to its fate. Some believe it was hidden away by the prophet Jeremiah to protect it from the invading Babylonians. while others claim it was taken to Ethiopia. Many treasure hunters have searched for the Ark over the centuries, but it has never been found. So, how much buried treasure is still in Egypt? While some experts think that billions of dollars worth of gold, gems, and artifacts are still hidden, no one really knows for sure. Egypt's not only home to some of the world's most iconic landmarks, such as the Great Pyramids and the Sphinx, but it's also a treasure trove of hidden riches, just waiting to be discovered. But why is Egypt so rich in buried treasure? One reason is the strong religious beliefs of the ancient Egyptians, who believed in an afterlife where their riches would accompany them. This belief led them to bury their dead with everything they would need for their journey into the afterlife, including their most valuable possessions. The dry desert climate of Egypt also plays a significant role in preserving these treasures, as the arid environment helps prevent the decay of organic materials, allowing us to uncover these priceless artifacts thousands of years later. Egypt's buried treasures provide an invaluable source of information for archaeologists and historians, helping us piece together the puzzle of this ancient civilization and understand the people who once called this land home. Thutmose II's tomb is one of these mysteries. He was the fourth pharaoh of the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt, and today a large research team continues to search for his tomb, hoping to find artifacts and valuable treasures. Other mummies that are still hidden include Ankhesenamun, Ramses VIII, and Cleopatra. Cleopatra VII was the last ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, and a woman of great beauty, intelligence, and power. She had relationships with two of the most powerful men of her time, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. So what are you waiting for? Grab your gear and embark on an exciting real-life treasure hunt through the sands of Egypt. Thanks for watching!